going on, YouTube world? Charles Etcherson here, and today, man, we're gonna be looking at the Brunswick Infinity. Man, once I heard like this is like a modified version of the Attitude cover, the Brunswick Attitude was by far one of my favorite symmetric pearls to come out. It's like the web pearl is really the #1, and then this kind of like that #2 right after. But as soon as I heard that, I immediately got excited, and then, man, it's a hybrid, and then we're getting to this more benchmark type of ASIM that Brunswick line hadn't seen. We've seen it in the Envy Tour, and even, you know, the Legion Solid from track. So like they're getting, you know, they're kind of bridging the gap, because we're still coming off of, you know, this no weight holes. So we need to come up with different ways to give people the ball reaction that they're looking for. So this, I'm very, very excited to see is, again, how's this ball going to compare to, again, the Mastermind mindset. That's how good that ball is. It's probably going to end up being in that range and realm. But yeah, man, we're going to throw that and the Brunswick Attitude. Yes, they're the ends of the spectrum, but I think, man, this can actually be a really complete bag. So, hey, man, we're going to go ahead and check them out. And also today, man, I'm sporting the new KR Strike Force Hypes. No, I have no idea if I inspired this or not, but coincidental, it works out for me. I'm not gonna be mad at all. So again, I'm gonna be testing these things out, and then we're gonna get these balls on the lane. So that's it, man. I'm gonna get a couple shots with the Infinity, and then we're gonna jump into the mindset while there's still some fresh oil, and then we'll get to the Attitude towards the end. But yeah, man, we're gonna throw some shots all in the same zone with each of the balls, and then again migrate left like we always do. Of course, yes, my tendencies, and I like to get left. But yeah, man, so I'll be talking to you about some tips and tricks along the way as well. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and pick up that Infinity. And of course, they all have the same layout. The CG looks a little different, but on asymmetric balls, the only thing that matters is the pin or dot in this case, and the mass bias. So as long as those two dots are in the same place, we're good to go. So I'm done. Get on the lanes. T-shirts coming in soon. But again, if you want to support, use the links below for all of the jerseys from Cool Wig and 12 Bagger. And then also, if you want to pick up any of the balls, use the links below. It goes a really, really long way. So, I've said enough. Let's get to it. So, no tape today. Haven't bowled a ton, so my hands feel pretty good. Tomorrow's a different day. And I might even end up putting up tape towards the end of the video. But again, it's a fresh house shot here at Saltgrass Lanes. So let's see what we get. Crossover. Let me empty my pockets. I was way off. All right. So I'm trying to make a good shot here up the lane. Better shot. Hey, man, it's seeming pretty clean. So I mean, the real test is once we throw the mindset from right here, what does it do? So we're gonna keep on throwing it. All right, I'm gonna try to shape it a little bit more. All right, so I'm still standing probably closer to 20. Just trying to fire it up the lane. The energy that it has right now is, again, I'm not really getting around it, and it's like still floating through the front, but really, it's not jackknifing or anything. I'm not far left yet, but it's seeing the pattern, reading the pattern very, very well. I like it. It's definitely giving me like the Envy Tour. Like I'm getting that type of vibe from it. But this is the first couple shots. I haven't practiced with it at all. This is all just my first initial reactions. I gave it a little more, and just to see from this particular zone what it would do, and it hooked. So I know once we get further left, I'm more and more curious. I'm getting more and more curious, man, how good is this ball really gonna be? So now you got a mindset. I'll go ahead and check this one out. Yeah, stand a little more square and see what she looks like. Oh goodness, that read the lane that much earlier. Like the Infinity floated much easier down the lane, and this mindset again, it's a strong ball. And I do have 2000 on it, but I think this cover formula is just, again, that much stronger. So ramp the speed up, get a little easier down the lane. So I expect the mindset to get a little lazier down lane, especially once we start to move left, where I feel like the Infinity should definitely get quicker and more responsive. So that's my prediction. Throw one more here with the mindset. Mindset is good. I think that ball's starting to get a little more love now. It just took a little time, especially with it. You know, the tour guys are really, you know, between that and the Black Widow 2.0 hybrid, and that's still a really long name. Like, guys, we should really come up with a shorter way to say that and pronounce that. Comments. Post the best name. Might give away something free. All right, we're gonna try the attitude from this particular zone. Then we're gonna bump a little left, where the fun is, where the party's gonna happen. The cleanest. I probably have to bog my speed down a little bit because it doesn't have the cover strength of these other two. So they all have a look from straighter. It's just, again, you gotta modify things, whether it's my hand or speed. If you wanna play a part of the lane, you gotta do what it's telling you or allowing you to do based on your hand and your rev rate and your game. So for me, the biggest ball had to be a little faster with my feet. That's how I generate speed, and that allows me to get the ball to hold on line. And then with the Infinity, I was able to, again, play a little more natural, don't speed up as much, and it was okay. The attitude had to slow way down because how much cleaner, like the polish and the pearl, right, just really allow it to skid down the lane. So yeah, that's kind of what I've seen from this particular zone. We're gonna go ahead and jump in and see how these balls all compare. Throw one more with attitude, and then we'll move. Hook down a little bit. All right, jumping to about 26 now, 27 with my feet. Might drift to closer to 25. Okay, I was a little quick. So, and there seems to be a bit of volume out here. And with this ball coming out of box, I believe it's either 3,000 or 2,000. Yeah, it's not a lot of polish to it. So I think once it lane shines, it might quicken up a bit. But again, we're gonna stay here, and I might slow the speed down a hair. See what we get. Okay. 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 All right, so I'm gonna throw, again, probably about 3 or 4 more shots here with the Infinity. Oh, that one kicked it out. So this is a ball that I really, you know, I like these ASIMs that are like a little more mild. They give me a little more flexibility. That's why I like the Indie Tour so much. And yeah, I love the logo of it, and looks like it gets the job done. So I'm curious, man, like, you know, the women's tour, will we see it prominent out there? Hey man, throw again, a couple more shots here, and then we're gonna throw the mindset. Oh, didn't get around it nearly as much as I needed to, and yeah, that's what it did. And if you haven't, this Jopo stuff, man, it's just different. That's all, just super different. Like inserts, thumb interchangeables. Now we crunching racks, man. Again, like it's feeling very comfortable out here on the lane right now. I think my girl Kat is she gonna like this one. I think she got this coming in, so be on the lookout for that. Another versus match. Me and her just having some fun. But this one, like the Evo Hybrid was another one, but that core was just so much bigger than what I believe this one is. Got around it. Oh yeah, that stood up. So like I really got around that ball, and a little too much. Wasn't my best executed shot, so one more goodie. Yeah, we're gonna throw one more here, then we're gonna get to the mindset. Oh. I feel like you don't have to be like you can just throw this ball, like, you know, whatever your speed is comfortable. You know, if you're a little more speed dominant, I feel like it's gonna read the middle. And that's what this one's doing. You know, unless I got super around it and it just stopped and took off. But outside of that, But I'm gonna jump back into the mindset here. Standing on about 27, I'm probably gonna drift a little bit closer to 30. 28, 29. Yeah. Mindset flattened out a bit with that particular speed. To get that one to shape correctly, I probably have to bog it down just a hair because it's not going to be as responsive as this Infinity is. But let's try this mindset one more time. Dial the speed down, it shaped no problem. So, hey man, how you guys doing? So again, the mindset looked really good right there. Man, that's what happens, you know. No bowler center let me in, you know, before people come in, so people walk by, say hi. I love everybody. But one more time with the mindset, then we get into the attitude. Bang! I don't know what this really gonna do, man. It might jackknife off the spot. Or it might go 100 feet. Oh! So, gotta slow it down. It's squirted a little bit further down the lane. It made a move that I wasn't mad at, but it just didn't finish. Caught through it so hard. little slower, hey, a little slower, and it was inside. All those wrongs made a right, so not mad at it at all, not mad. All right, we're gonna throw one more shot here. Let's see if we can get this a little further right, shape it correctly. I got my hand in that one pretty good. Ah, that looks really good. So, again, like I said, you start with a mindset, then you can transition to infinity, and then you can go to the attitude. And again, I highly recommend attitude. You probably can actually get this for pretty cheap. I don't know if it's been discontinued yet, but this is just a greatly undervalued piece. So I want to throw the infinity a little bit more from here. Because I like this ball. I like the ball right now. Nah. Change thumbs. The angle that this one, you know, it's not, let's get super left. That's not what I'm seeing. Where the attitude is, again, you can see it speeding up down lane. Where this one, not quite exactly that. Well, let me see if it was more me. I need to go to a bigger thumb so I can get I can exit a little quicker. But I'm going to cheat a hair left, see if we can get to a little more front oil. Spun down a little more. Oh, goodness. I thought that was going to be okay. And it just, I caught it a little more, but it didn't show me that before. All right. That should be okay. Okay. Oh, this is. So again, this looks like if the attitude and the mindset had a baby, this is what you get. I'm just saying, that's exactly what this ball looks like. It's giving me the back end that the attitude has, but it's giving me a lot of the traction that the mindset has. And you know, that's where you get the hybrid from, but I mean, it's just crazy, man. So one more here. Let's see what she does. I thought I got it a little forward, and I was like, oh, that might plaque 10 me, but it didn't. One more, even though I know most people, again, don't have to do this, but for the guys with the rev rate that do see themselves having to get this far left. Oh yeah, I got that one. Oh, I got that one, boy. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's like the first one I really feel like I just got on it and it peeled. All right, I just want to see what this one does from over here. The attitude, my baby. Oh, I got that one pretty good too. Oh, almost shook it out. Man, yeah, you want to get left. You want a ball that shapes and makes a lot of great motion. Like this infinity and attitude, man, that's a tough bag. Like the people who like want to stay within the Brunswick family, if you don't have an attitude in your bag, I know the jab is a very popular, you know, piece, but this attitude, just telling you, thank me later. Thank me later. But that's really about it, guys. We broke everything down. We saw what these balls look like on a lane. Again, the earliest ball is definitely the mindset. It's the biggest ball, strongest cover, strongest score. That's what it is. And then you step down to infinity, you step down to the attitude. I think this is a great 3-ball arsenal for league. And you really just can't go wrong with this bag, man. I feel like you cover a lot of bases, and even some tougher shots. You might just modify the surfaces. But man, again, if you like anything that you saw today, use the links below. It goes a huge way in what we're doing over here. And man, hopefully, again, we'll get Jay Maryland and Mr. Briggs on here soon. And again, throwing some of the other new pieces that are coming out. So that's it for now. Until next time.